What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamash. This is Taya.
And this is Rainy, but you can't see her.
And today we are on How to Get Away with Murder. This is season 4, episode 14, The Day Before He Died.
Wes
or Simon. One of the two.
Simon didn't die.
Right, but they thought he was dead. That's what I'm saying. The day before. Maybe. It could be Wes. I mean, what did the last episode end with? Frank confronting her mom, or was that the one before that? Because we had a lot going on last episode.
He did it. It was the last couple minutes, and then he the next episode showed how the rest of the conversation went. I think, pretty sure.
I don't remember how the conversation went. Yeah, the last episode was a lot.
Basically.
That's why I'm like, did it happen at the end? Regardless, we're gonna figure it out. But that last episode, we closed the trial that we took to the Supreme Court. Thanks to the help of Olivia Pope, we were able to basically win that case, and Nate's dad and all the rest of them will get their cases reviewed. Because I mean, some of them did really do the shit that they did, but they didn't have fair representation. So that's good, and I'm sure it'll have different, different repercussions and changes moving forward for our, free legal counsel that they have to provide. And I don't know if Annalise's mama gonna stay in town for this episode too, but they did bring her back.
Or Laura's.
Laura's mama definitely gonna have to stick around. We got 2 episodes left, and she is involved in a lot of crap. And she got to be the one that got the tape. But I think now we're gonna learn probably why Laurel's dad did everything he did to the mama, because clearly she got some stuff going on with her. So we're about to find out what's going on really with Wes.
What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know. It's just the only way it makes sense to me is if, I don't know. Because why would he give? I just can't figure out why he would give them the name Kristoff. That's the only thing I just don't get. Like, it makes me think they go way back.
Let's find out.
But I hope we find out. But full and early reactions are available on Patreon. West flashback?
I thought it was like a wedding dress.
I knew it.
8 months ago.
Mrs. Castillo.
Hi.
Actually, I just came to say I'm not okay meeting behind the rules back.
Sit, Christoph.
Oh, she already knew.
Okay.
Did she pay to make Wes
Tell me
disappear?
more about this.
I'll pay you, Christoph.
Yep,
Pay
here
me
we
for
go.
what?
They faked his death.
To stop saying Lauren.
She got the money to do it. It was gonna solve the problems because Wes.
What in the K-drama?
Okay.
Wes didn't believe he was gonna beat the legal drama, so they faked his death.
To stop saying
When was this?
The day before he died.
And Wes never told you.
Do you blame him? She got in his head. The last thing she needs is for me to dump this on
Do you want your son back?
Of course.
Then we need Annalise's help.
Did you talk to Nate?
Yeah, he has an in with the detective on Simon's case. He'll update.
You mean he'll call me when this is disaster?
Yep, so she can clean it up as always.
Isaac is still in the hospital. A nurse told me he's on dialysis.
So,
I just thought you'd want to know.
like, I don't have enough to worry about.
Right. Yeah,
I
that's
understand that.
What?
that's his own.
Boss, Simon wants to see me.
Good. We need somebody to know how much you know.
So much for
Does he remember what happened?
All I'm authorized to tell you is that his neurological status has improved. He can ask for you by name.
Which means he probably remembers, and he's probably about to threaten you.
Simon, look at me. You're a great liar, more than you realize. So just go in there and say as little as possible.
Pressure's on, Oliver.
Simon, you're awake.
Did I do it?
Did you do what?
Come out to you.
He doesn't remember anything about the shooting. Are you sure? Yes, for all he knows, our story's true.
For now.
She's going to break your heart, Christoph. When she realizes she can't fix him, she moves on. She did it with Dominique and Frank. Now you. Why'd you want him to stop seeing me?
He was a murder suspect.
And you admitted then you had Dominic kill him?
Of course not.
Then why didn't you help him? He left that voicemail for you.
What voicemail? I didn't know.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
I was only trying to protect you. You're the last person in the world who could ever protect me.
It's the nerve.
But I would never hurt anyone you loved.
Come with me right now. Right now, you need to make a decision. Do you want to be a cheater or a lying cheater?
Nobody says
Pick
anything?
the type of person you want to be.
He said,
The rest is up to
"Are you
Asher.
a cheater or a lying cheater?"
Who told you that? Simon? Either you shared words or you didn't, Miss Pratt.
We did, but like,
Okay.
not aggressive.
I'm going to ignore this to an act of extreme violence. So, can we describe this conversation as over? Or do I need to call my lawyer? Simon's remembering more.
Computer's booting back up.
Oliver, you have to marry Simon. Give him his dream husband and a green card in exchange for his silence.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, you'd rather sin?
Look, I'd rather take the phone.
Wait, she
My
kind of
family
ate.
needs another. Okay, that's right. I am not letting Oliver marry Simon. It's right, and the only way to
They're serious. I thought it was a joke.
Wasn't it your idea to frame Simon in the first place? Least you can do now is to help us
Well, I
turn him.
can't. Look, she just watched. This is crazy.
You're back.
I've been thinking a lot about what you said. I'm sorry that it took almost losing you to make me realize how I feel, but I really like you, too, Simon.
This is a nasty word.
Why I also have to be honest and tell you that I really think you need to hire a lawyer.
Can I help you? Someone I know has been a patient here. Did it work?
No.
Then you need to go back in there while the detectives are gone.
He already has a lawyer.
Elise.
Oh, hell.
Oh,
You got this.
She's back for revenge.
I admire you, Annalise. You're not gonna win this one. Because your real client is Jorge Castillo, not that poor boy in there. Anything to make sure that the files he stole don't get to the FBI. We're done.
At least read her like a book.
Do we need Oliver to tell him? I've hired a security guard. Oliver is not on that list. Go home, girl. Get some rest. You look like you need it.
You know she just won the Supreme Court, right? It's good to see West again, though.
You hungry?
Go away.
Why didn't he tell me? We were together right after he met with her. He could have told me.
To be fair, you never told him about us. Maybe your mom's telling the truth.
That's really helpful.
It makes sense. She never got the message because Dominic told your dad about it, not her.
Or she told Dominic to kill Wes.
You gotta get him back.
You don't know that.
I do. You hear me?
The legal guardians. Mechanical error on. Oh shit! Somebody tried to set up on his vehicle. He put a thingy on her car in case somebody ever
You
tried
need
to
to go to
tamper with
Denver and
it.
ask.
I don't understand. Why would it go off?
It said mechanical error, so be anything. Engine looks fine.
Check her tank. Get this
Some
tote.
scratch.
Why?
Someone back in India would set it off.
Or someone cut my brakes.
Your brakes are fine.
What about the gas tank?
Check the whole car, Bob.
I don't trust it. Tow it and get
Everything
around.
looks fine.
And enough that you drive it?
yeah.
Please.
You know her ringtone.
You gotta take your shoes off.
Connor says I have to tell Asher about Marcus before we all go to jail, but I don't even know what I want, so can you please tell me what I want?
You don't have to listen to Connor.
Are we the most horrible people you've ever met?
No, we just have horrible parents.
Too
Haley,
old to
your
be
parents
blaming our
met.
parents for everything.
Neither of us learned how to be in a normal relationship. Sabotage anything good in our lives.
I would have lost it a long time ago if I didn't have Asher.
Tell him that.
Maybe Michaela's right. I should just marry Simon so he can get his green card and we're all safe.
Where am I left in this scenario?
We could be a throuple.
Okay. She loves me, Avi, but we're still working through some intimacy issues. What? Nothing.
Nothing.
They scraping at the bottom of the.
I read the articles about your kid.
They're such good liars, but terrible liars to each other.
I wanted to die, Annalise. That's why I'm here. We're different. You get things thrown at you. You get back up, you choose life.
I'm a drunk.
You're sober now.
I almost took a drink in D.C. Right before I walked into court, I panicked and
But you didn't. There you go.
let me take responsibility for something for once.
Did you hurt me? Yeah. That's not me. Because I let myself feel things for you that I shouldn't have.
I don't need your apologies. I just need you to get better. Eat, sleep, get a new kidney, whatever you need. Finally get yourself out of here.
This is the last time we can see each other, Annalise.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're not good for each other. Two recovering addicts. I mean, drug addict and alcoholic addicts are a little different,
Or that you're a horrible human being who made my worst nightmare come true when you boned Marcus Walker.
but like, really?
He put it together on his own because I'm not an idiot. You think it didn't occur to me the moment that I saw you two together? Because you love me. Those were your words.
I do love you. I just made a mistake.
This wasn't a mistake, Michaela. This was you stabbing me in the heart.
Ooh.
I mean, I feel bad for the guy. But I never thought he was from Michaela. She want Obama.
Makes us do stupid things that we know that we shouldn't, like running over DAs and picking up guns from crime.
We don't have time for this.
Like running over DAs. Crazy.
When he said I ran over my dog.
She put this picture to a pillow. I'd be happy to suffocate him.
No one's suffocating. But we have to convince Simon not to give a statement. How do we do that?
Get around his security and the
Oliver
public
has to go back
escort.
in.
What?
Poor Oliver. You better go in and propose. Oh.
Even if the guards fall for that, Tegan's gonna be inside the room.
Not if Michaela does her job.
You're not a person who gets bullied into doing anything, especially by a corrupt, horrible man who has watched a woman of your stature be controlled by a man. It's heartbreaking to me.
There's no way Simon's going to confess to something he didn't do.
He will if he wants his green card. It's called an S visa, and the government grants them to whistleblowers.
If he gives me the Antares files, which we don't have,
Bonnie's taking care of that.
Okay, we got the money. Who we paying
You were
though?
working the night Laurel Castillo's bag was locked into. Someone got here before me and stole something out of it.
I don't recall that.
You don't get this.
Girl, we know you.
Wait,
You
I'm
need
listening
some
to your
money.
body voice, so stop following me. I'll get security to physically throw your ass on the street. You're awake. Good. The detective wants to take your statement tonight if you're up for it.
I didn't see Laurel there that night.
Now she know. And Michaela was distracted.
Simon, take a moment to think about it.
I did. You're fired.
Laurel's not here, Annalise.
What?
I'm
She was
playing.
gone when I got here, and now she's not answering her phone.
I am open to turning myself in for stealing the files from Kaplan and Gold.
What?
You'll suffer too.
Why is that?
On this phone is proof that you called Dominic many times, that you've been working for my father.
I don't work for your father.
He illegally donated to your campaign.
What do you want?
He's gonna eventually stop trying to run for that.
Tell me who killed Wes.
Dieu merci, je m'ai pas l'idée d'en rester là.
Bonnie better not be in that car.
You reached the voicemail of Annalise.
Annalise, I know who has the drive.
Don't blow up!
Denver. He's playing both sides.
She's at it again. Well, if you don't handle it, I will.
Hell
You
no.
said you never got Wes's voicemail from that night.
I told you, Dominic never gave me the message.
Tell me the truth for once!
Oh, why this music playing?
Right. I was gonna say the music changed.
Final boss
You got the
music.
message.
Like,
I know you did. Why did you call Wes back 10 minutes after he left Dominic that voicemail?
It's Christoph.
The Uber
Call
was
me as soon as
listening
you
like.
get this. Hello?
What's wrong?
Just know they might come after her too. And if anything happened to her because of me,
Christoph, let me help you.
I have to go.
Christoph!
then she sent Dominic?
No getting whatever money Dad promised you, so you killed Wes.
I didn't!
I have to go.
Christoph!
I'm stressed.
He's going to the police. You need to do something.
They're in cahoots.
I always thought that it was Denver who warned Dad that Wes was about to turn himself in. Or even Dominic, but it was you. You and Dad, you did this together. You killed the one person I love the most. Why? So that you could have more money? Tell me why I'm trying to kill you right now.
Shit.
It's me. You alone?
Don't tell me that's Bonnie's car.
In a car accident.
Bonnie's car. I don't know why she was dumb enough to ride that. Frank.
She died. That's a body bag, right? It could be a pedestrian shit or something.
Right, you know they like to throw you off. Because what did she hit? I mean, could have been it could have been a pedestrian on the sidewalk. Could have been a car. Could have been anything. But I don't know why. If it say your car was tampered with and you knew people was after you, why would you get in your car? Call Uber, call a cab, call a rental. Like, she's not broke by any means. Like, I would not have gotten in that
like,
car.
She just took like $5,000 out and I put it in her purse.
I promise you I would have got my car towed and checked. Like, that's crazy. I'm starting to think, though, I don't think Wes is dead. Because, but the only thing is, why did they show his death scene? Maybe, I'm thinking what happened is because, still trying to figure out how Wes's body got in the basement, right? Because he killed him upstairs in Annalise's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I want to think that they kidnapped him and duped the body.
Mm.
They got money, so I feel like it's not far-fetched. Because, again, yeah, I don't know how it would end up in the basement when nothing ever went into the basement. So they put the body down there to stage it down there. Rigged the house to blow. Maybe, and then, because we know the body goes missing, so because obviously if that wasn't his real body, then they would, or, I don't know. And the coroner changed her story up too, so I feel like she was paid off, and I don't know. It was just a lot of weird stuff going on, and Denver always gets the blame, but I think it was them. They're both in cahoots. We know that for sure now, the mom and the dad. Yeah. They're weird. They just, Laurel really need to cut them off. But I think after they faked Wes's death, they brought Wes to Jorge and they gave him money to start a new life and said, stay away from Laurel because if you go back, all this is going to start over and they're going to go to jail and then just, basically use his kid against him. But Wes obviously, I think, knew she was pregnant, so I think that's also why Jorge took the baby, so that Wes can be out there seeing the baby.
Wait a minute.
That's what I think.
Wait a minute.
And maybe the plan or the agreement between Wes was that maybe it's Wes trying to take the baby. Because he thinks Laurel's life and all of their lives are too chaotic and he wants his child safe. Because and
away from the group.
Because how his childhood was and how, when you're unstable and, in mass, how bad that could be. So what if Jorge is doing what Wes wants in coordination with keeping him away from Laurel? Because it's what's best for her. Because otherwise, it doesn't make sense for Jorge and the mom to make enemy out of Laurel
Right.
It just doesn't make sense.
But first of all, the dad wanted a good relationship. He was trying to put business stuff in her name, all of that. And the mama was like, well, first of all, she appreciates Laurel for taking care of her. And she loves her. That's her daughter. So that makes sense. Like, why would they want to push their daughter away?
Because she's not done by any means.
Right.
So, I think that's where this reveal is about to come, that he's alive, because they're about to lose her completely. And she threatened the mama life. Because, the more I'm watching the mama, she just doesn't seem menacing. She genuinely looked like somebody who was concerned for her daughter. But she's obviously a compulsive liar because we've caught her in multiple lies at this point already. But still, I'm not feeling a threatening presence from her. She doesn't even really get angry or, you know what I mean? Like, the dad, I can feel a threatening presence from him. But the mom, I'm not getting it. And her reactions to Wes as well when he was calling, she was genuinely concerned. So I don't think that she's a bad person here, as I originally thought. She's complicit still, but I don't know that they killed Wes. And the fact that they brought him back this episode too, I feel like they're just kind of softening his reintroduction. But then that kind of makes me look at him a little differently because a lot of this wouldn't have happened if she didn't think Wes was dead. She's been doing all of this to avenge him.
Right.
So it's like you indirectly put Laurel in more, and maybe they're going to realize that because, of course they didn't know that she was going to go after Antares and all that. They genuinely thought Laurel was ignorant to all this, but she was putting shit together. And now things have happened how they've happened. I feel like she lost the ear of her dad, so the dad called the mom and sent the mom in to try to see where they are and do damage control, but now she's losing the mom's ear, so the only thing that can save them at this point is the truth. And then Denver, like they said, is playing both sides because he has the disc, the Antares disc, so he can use that to leverage Jorge. Now, what he had over Dominic and the mom, and what, I guess I didn't really get that part. Like, what do you mean both sides?
Denver was playing both sides. Yeah, I'm not sure why Denver's playing both sides. I feel like, well, if the mom and Jorge is in cahoots, then is he playing both sides or he's playing both? Is he playing both sides or he's playing both sides, you know?
I don't know, but he was straight up told Laurel, I didn't kill Wes. And I've wanted to believe him, and that's why I start suspecting the mom, but now that I know a little bit more about her, I'm just not thinking it's her. And I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong too. Maybe Wes really is dead, but then why would Dominic do it? Dominic got the orders from somebody, so maybe Dominic was secretly working for Denver, and that's what they mean by both sides. I don't really know. I don't know, but that kind of made things complicated because we did give Denver the evidence, and then he just went after Bonnie, he or Jorge, because he told Jorge, you better do something or I am. So then they went after her. Simon, they just silenced, but I guess by offering the card, the S card. Yeah, the S green card. So that problem solved. And then I don't know what's going to end up happening to Michaela and Asher. I really don't care. But Black Oliver don't have to marry Simon because that was crazy.
I thought they was really finna go for that though.
I thought it was just a joke, and then they was like, "No, like you need to go marry him because we need to get this man a green card to shut him up," which is smart. At least we know what he wanted. I think that'll probably be the last we see of Tegan. I wouldn't see the need to have her around. But yeah, I guess the finale will have all the answers we need and what they're gonna do, and then we got to find out if Bonnie's alive or not. Okay. I just don't feel like it makes sense to kill her.
I'm glad that Annalise and Bonnie were left off on good terms.
If she is dead, but I don't think she is. I just don't see what story purpose it would serve.
Drama.
I suppose. Maybe it'll really just push them to go after Denver at this point. Yeah. Maybe that's what their goal is, because we're about to move on to season 5, but I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but they're just stumping me on this one, so we just gonna have to wait to the next one to get all the answers. So with that all being said, thank you guys for watching. Of course, what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe for more.
We'll see you guys some more. How to Get Away with Murder.
Bye.